Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play .hackgu Volume 2. Last time, Silabus emailed us with, stuttering typed inside of the email itself. I still don't really understand what that was all about. That definitely would have made more sense in an, in-game cutscene, but I guess, we have our second job extension quest available, so we're gonna go do that with him. But look, we have another friend.
What are you doing here?
It's a game. He's allowed to play it.
What, am I no longer allowed to come to Doldana when I want?
Yeah, man.
Damn well that's not what I meant.
What did you mean, Haseo? He's just hanging out at the Chaos Gate. It kind of seems like that's what you meant. What's your dirty, orange-skinned ass doing over here? It's like, Haseo, leave him alone. He can be wherever he wants. Jeez, man. Let it go. Let it go. The guy that has been actively criticizing some anime character from a video game over 10 years old for, what is this, 54 videos, is telling someone to let it go. Oh, man. What's up, Silabus? You don't seem quite as nervous as your email had made it seem out to be. That still, baffles my mind, how they needed to just have him stutter so much in the email. He had to type that out. I don't know, maybe I should give him all the benefit of the doubt and be it's one of, those features where you can just, talk into your phone, or in this case, your computer, and it has it, type it out for you, but I don't know, I don't really use that stuff that often. Would stuttering be available? You know what, I don't care, I'm over it. We have 3 quests to do. I have a bad feeling we're gonna do them all. But what's the one we want? I already forget. Not Dingo. Is this it? Ogma? I don't recognize Ogma's name, so that must be the big-nosed Vital Vista. He reminds me of a Rayman character for some reason. I don't really know why. I know, Rayman has, a big nose or a big, protrusion coming out of his face that can look like a nose. But I don't know, this dude here reminds me of someone. Not the teensies, but, this big, floppy, phallic nose reminds me of someone from Rayman, and I can't put my finger on it. Wow, he's even got, a target on his very tip of his phallic nose, too. It's like saying, right here, Haseo, get down on your knees and tell me you love me. I am tired. I am, really tired. I'm not feeling well, at all. It's been, getting sick and trying to hold it off kind of weak for me.
With the power I believe in? Anyway, all we need to do is to complete this area.
Well then, let's go!
Wow.
We're moving out.
How confident. Why was Silabus stuttering? You know, I said I was over it, so I should just be over it. We're gonna do a quest. We're gonna do a quest, and we're gonna finally, unlock, the best part that Volume 2 introduces, gameplay-wise. Well, I don't know. Alkay joining your party was pretty big for me. But seriously, in all seriousness, finally, it's the last part we have of this. Well, it's not the last part, because it's going to go on to the next episode too. But it's the last freaking area where Haseo is in his second form, and before we go into his proper Terror of Death form. And, whatever. It's not the outfit I'm crazy for. It's being able to switch your weapons, on the fly. That's what I'm, so looking forward to. It was such a good implementation. I don't know why you just couldn't do it with your second advanced form, too. I don't know. They kind of make it seem like it's a benefit for adept rogues when reaching this second job extension quest, but I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get there. So, as you can tell by the cut, this is going to be one of those dungeons where I'm just going to be cutting out, trying something new, and just going to be showing the battles instead of the wandering around, because guess what, everybody? We're in a cave. Again. like, again. I can't get over how many times we're in a frickin' cave in this game. Like, whew. Like, the only other dungeon that you can go in at this point in time is that, like, the shrine dungeon, like the Japanese mansion dungeon. I'm honestly shocked how, like, little that's been used. It's so weird that they just, all of these dungeons are, like, always caves. And it's like, I don't have anything particular against the cave dungeon, it's just, we've seen it so many times, and I'm just like, I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of just watching it. Like, I'm tired for you having to watch it. God damn it, man. The cave. I don't know. There is another dungeon type that's being introduced late in this volume. Well, you know, I suppose, theoretically, you could go to it anytime you want if you just, like, looked up random dungeons and, you know, just went to it on your own, but that dungeon I like because it's not really like an exploratory dungeon, it's more like a straightforward dungeon, and it's just kind of like a gauntlet. And I mean, I like exploring, don't get me wrong, but when... I'm not quite there yet, but Volume 2 is when I start to feel like the tediousness of dot hack start to weigh down on me, and I kind of want to stop exploring and just kind of get on with it. We did do it, Gaspard. It was so easy. Yeah, as I was like, blah, 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 blah. Can I talk? Let me try again. As I was going through the footage of this dungeon, I was just kind of like, man, I stopped to like check equipment like all the frickin' time and upgrade people during the middle of stuff. It's weird. Dot hack, I don't really understand how GU's like item prizes work. Like, because you'd think that all of the equipment and everything you win from monsters would be based on monsters, and for how many times you've actually fought monsters, like the same ones over and over, you could probably tell who's who, but I don't know, maybe it's just like a coincidence, but I feel like some areas you go to, you barely get any drops from monsters at all, and then other times you'll be getting like 5 of the same piece from each fight, and it's just, it's weird and it's ridiculous. I feel like at some point the game's like, oh, hey, here's a weapon, and like 4 more, so you can alchemize them all, because you won't be getting another weapon of that type for like a while. But whatever. So in this dungeon, we have the new kettle enemy that was introduced in Volume 1. I think this is the type of enemy where I was saying I like went in and just like totally got my ass handed to me in that one area. The kettles will, you know, they'll raise their attack and have high attack and high defense and whatever. And then there's also goblin mages. They suck because, you know, they're mages. They'll cast a spell on you and screw up your entire thing. Haseo, I feel, plays like the kind of character that you should just, like, rush right into a battle and just start wailing on enemies, so when you have something like a mage that opens up with like a magic attack, and it kind of like throws my own personal balance off, or my rhythm off, whatever you want to call it. But look at all these Wrath Luers we have. What is a Luer? You know what, I'm so uninterested in this dungeon. I'm gonna open up my Explorer and find out now, because how many times have we seen the dungeon, man? Like, what else do we have to say about it? So, L-U-E-R. Did you mean Leer? Huh. Okay. What's Wikipedia have to say? Can you, Wikipedia, give me anything else on what a Luer is? Luer is a Germanic surname. It may refer to Carlyle A. Luer, born in 1922, American botanist specializing in orchids. Greg Luer, born 1994, an English footballer. Hermann Wolfgang Luer, died in 1883, a German instrument maker, inventor of the Luer taper. Hugo Gunkel Luer, 1901 to 1997, a Chilean pharmacist, botanist, and university professor, Karl Hermann Luer, 1933 to 2014, a German saxophonist and flautist, and Ludwig Luer, a German flying ace. See also Luer Taper, a system for making leak-free connections between medical and laboratory equipment. That didn't help. Google Luer sword. Can you give me anything? A lot of stuff about syringes here. Okay, so I have no idea what the hell Luer means. Would anybody like to tell me? What is a Wrath Luer? I know Wrath is because it has the critical plus 10% ability on it, but yeah, I don't know. Fun. Is Silabus fighting with a syringe? Did one of those people I mentioned have something to do with swords? Oh boy, I don't know. It's like they... God, it's like they thought these fucking gamers, all they do is sit on their ass and drink Mountain Dew. They're not gonna know. Just make up a word. Why is it a... What is it? What is it that I just gave him? It's, whatever. I don't care. Who cares? Oh my god. Why did I keep all of these equipment things in? Why did I think anybody cared what I was putting on these characters? I don't know. I guess, in all fairness, we haven't spent too much time, you know, going over them. And, I mean, I've talked about customizing a lot, so... But I don't know how much I've actually shown on screen, like, all at once. But, you know, it's kind of... Oh! Okay. Well, here's something new. So, part of this trial involves you doing a quiz show about the history of the world that was on, like, the lore of the title screen of the world that I may have mentioned way back in the beginning of my Volume 1 Let's Play. I got that question wrong, but I am happy that I went and read all of that off screen, because I do remember most of these questions, but, like, God, what a kick in the dick. Like, we're coming up to, like, the halfway point of the series as a whole, and it's like, just now, did you read all of that optional text at the very beginning? I said it wasn't going to be on the test, but it is.
You know, the three of us playing together like this reminds me of when we first met.
I bumped into Haseo while I was in town.
At the time, I never thought that the newbie right in front of us was actually the PKK, the Terror of Death.
I asked him how he could be the Terror of Death and still be at level 1.
Yeah, and then you were PK'd soon after that.
Wait, really?
You were all...
You idiots. I'm not here to have fun.
Farewell. Don't get mad, Haseo. Have fun playing, okay?
Let's go.
You idiots! I don't play video games to have fun! Don't you know I'm trying to save a life? Why did he say that? Haseo! You finally mellowed out, and then you had to just go and bring all the cringe back in, like, one fell swoop. Why? Why did you say that? Oh my god, like... God, fuck you, Haseo. Like, seriously, man. Fuck you, dude. I'm not here to have fun! Man, I've gotta... After this, I've gotta remember to, like... isolate that clip and insert it somewhere else where I can make fun of Haseo later on in this Let's Play. Like, seriously, man. It's like, again, it's just one of the many many times I really feel like that one of the best parts about Dot Hack is this unique concept of a story taking place while the characters themselves are playing a video game, and clashing it with writing that just doesn't complement that concept itself. It's... Dot Hack GU really, really, really should have just been its own JRPG, like, separate from Dot Hack. And I'm not just saying that just because, you know, I think it tarnishes the name Dot Hack. I honestly feel that there's just way too many times in GU that it being an online game is just making how serious Haseo takes everything, and even the game takes everything, like, all the more apparent. Like, god damn it. They're literally on a quest, like a side quest, in a video game right now, and here comes Haseo criticizing these two guys for, like, just chatting while playing a game, and he's like, I'm not here to have fun! It's so bad, it's so dumb, it's so embarrassing how much I liked Haseo, and, you know, sorry to anybody that, you know, genuinely likes him, but god damn it, I cannot stand this guy at all. I know so many of you GU fans that may have been watching this for whatever reason might be saying the same thing about me, but god damn it, GU just baffles me sometimes. It really does. It's definitely one of the most emotional games I've played, at least affecting my emotions. It's still so awkward, like, genuinely loving a game so much at one point in my life, and then getting to a point where it's like, I'm just kind of embarrassed by the game. Like, I don't know, and it's not, I know a lot of it has to do with me, you know, stopped liking anime, like, after a while. Because GU is, you know, it's definitely for anime fans, for better or worse. But I don't know, like, I still see so much potential in GU, and I'm just more disappointed than anything about, like, how much of it is just, like, wasted. Like, I don't know. It's a very confusing experience for me. This entire Let's Play project has been quite an emotional roller coaster for me. Like, I love making these videos. That's probably, like, my favorite part about playing this game at this point in my life again right now, just because it's so much fun having fun with this series. But if I wasn't making the videos, if I was just revisiting Dot Hack GU, this would probably be my, like, least favorite playthrough I've done. Granted, this is only, like, my third time. You know, I've played other RPGs more times than this, but, you know, for as much time as I spent with GU that first time through, and how much time I spent with, like, the GU franchise as a whole, like, with Dot Hack Roots and Dot Hack whatevers, you know, all about Haseo, you know, it's just weird. It's weird, and it's disappointing, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not here to have fun. God damn it, man. And, like, the worst part is, I can still imagine, you know, myself in high school, like sitting in class, thinking of situations where I could say a line like that because I thought it was so cool and badass. It's like, I look at GU, and I look at, like, all of the cringy things about being a teenager there was. It kind of reminds me of this one kid that I used to bowl with. I was on a bowling league in high school, and we were all doing it for fun at first, but then one of us got, like, a little too into it. You know, we always had, like, problems with other people, and you know, to be fair, maybe it was kind of our fault, because we were just kind of, like, goofing around. It was just something for, like, you know, teenagers to do, just to have them to have something to do. We weren't, like, taking it seriously, but this one guy was, like, definitely taking it, like, way, way, way too seriously, and I remember, like, we used to kind of get into arguments with him where it's like, if it's not fun anymore, you're, like, taking all the fun out of the game. It's like, if you can't get, like, 7 strikes in a row, then you're, like, a disappointment, and it's like... And he's like, well, we just play to win. I'm not here to have fun. I don't know. I don't know. What if there was like an MLG show about .hack GU? What a world that would be. God, has anyone done a .hack GU speedrun? What would that be like? God, I wonder how long it would take. I wonder, whatever. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. It would probably just be, like, avoiding enemies for most of the game and skipping cutscenes. I don't know. But we're coming up to the end here, so... Next time we're gonna finish up this quest and say goodbye to Beast Awakenings and Haseo's current form, and get ready for the Terror of Death, who's not here to have fun.